Hey, this is Dawn Shireen. Welcome to The Delusion is Vast. It's Sunday, Flagstaff, Arizona. I don't know, 4:30-ish in the afternoon. I really wanted to do this show like days ago, actually, but there's been a lot of unwarranted and unwanted activity around my domicile, so I've had to actually wait to kind of calm down a little bit and not be so upset in order to have a show that can be published and not be pulled down off of all platforms. Anyway. But, yeah, I'm good. I mean, I'm good enough. I am still being stalked, and we will get into that, although I don't want the whole show to be about this. But, yeah, I'm going to put it out there. I'm still being stalked by Bill Blankenship of Flagstaff, Arizona. My landlord has now been tied fully into paying for it and or just being straight up complicit, and there's stuff going on. But anyway, I want to say hey to all y'all in France that listen to me on Deezer. I am so excited to be back on Deezer, and I am so excited to have this opportunity to entertain all my French folks. Again, you guys supported the hell out of Dancing with Bipolar, and I don't forget when people do good things for me. So Deezer, you've been good for me, and I'm so excited to be back. Anyway, I went to go see Atmosphere this past Tuesday, which was amazing, and it was kind of a whole follow through of, it's kind of a weird, I don't even know what to call it, like a dream, maybe, I don't know. Christopher introduced me to Atmosphere, back before his untimely demise, and we had always said that no matter whether we were like a couple or not, if they would ever come around, that we were going to go see him together, right? So when I saw the tickets go on sale on the anniversary of his death, right, it was kind of like, oh wow, this could be a sign, right? I immediately bought a ticket. I'm not going to buy, I would buy him like a faux ticket, but I'm not going to waste the $35 something on the ticket. He was there. He was there, no doubt. So, I was all excited about that, and I put it on social media, maybe dumb, maybe smart, I don't know. From this point forward, I will be a little bit more careful about future events, but nothing happened. Like, the stalker didn't go there and blow the place up or anything like that. So, it's all good, but just another lesson to learn, that no matter how excited I am about anything, I probably shouldn't spill it until after the fact. So, but the show is amazing. I love Atmosphere. Like I said, Christopher introduced them to me, and they're really hard to explain band. They're like rap monologue, poetry slam, coolness from Minneapolis. And if you don't know who they are, like I really suggest giving them a try. I honestly cannot tell you an album to start with, because every single one of them that you pick up will have a treasure on it. So it's not like you can, there's no bad options to choose from when it comes to them. My favorite song is called The Loser Wins, and it's just very apropos right now at this stage in my life. And I sang it loud and proud. And like, I haven't been to a concert since, I don't think I've been to a concert since I've been sober, actually. So that's like over 20, almost coming up on 20 years. And it was just weird. It was a weird, it wasn't a weird atmosphere. It was a great atmosphere. I loved it. I felt like I belonged in there. People were cool. I didn't feel threatened. I was concerned about this guy showing up and doing something, but, he did not. So, that's always good. But it doesn't mean I'm not concerned about other stuff I do. But anyway, so, but one of their opening acts, Reverie, a girl rapper, artist, she's going to be coming to Europe in November, I think. And I don't know who she's touring with. I just remember seeing it. And I'm pretty sure there were November dates, because I was like, well, that's really close to when this tour ends for her, playing with Atmosphere. And, but if you can catch her, another one I highly suggest. I listened to a couple of her songs before the show just to kind of get a feel for who she was. And I literally didn't think that she was going to be like the opening act. I thought she'd be second, which I'm not going to get into live music is live music, and everybody did great. I wasn't expecting her to be the opening act, so I wasn't prepared to start to tape, because otherwise I would have gotten her whole first song. But, yeah, she speaks about real life. She speaks about real hurt. She speaks about real pain. She speaks about trauma. She speaks about rape. She speaks about sexual abuse. And, I gotta respect a lady who comes forward loud and proud and amazing and speaks about what happened to her to an audience, and didn't lose it. You know, I mean, I don't know how many times she's done it, probably more than once, but I'm still telling you, like, I kudos, you know, freaking mad love to Reverie, to Reverie Love. That's her on Instagram if you want to go and follow her. Amazing. So that kind of took me out of like my little headspace here, even though that, I don't remember when I did the last show, but like the Sunday prior to the show, there was an incident, and, you know, I had to contact police again. That's why this stalking again is just like, is he fucking retarded? Because, you know, I'm not going to fucking waste the cops' time. There's other ways to get shit taken care of. And if I can't fix it with him, then I just go up a level and have to fix it someplace else, right? And that's what I'm in the process of doing right now. And is it getting messy? Yeah, fucking real messy. But you know, it's super similar to Lakeside. And the funny thing is, it's like a deja vu, except this time I did everything right, and I actually have like real walls around me to protect me, unlike Lakeside, where I didn't really do everything right. I didn't report shit. I didn't fucking track shit. I didn't do anything. And I lived in the house of tarps. So the danger level here is lessened, although I'm still afraid of arson. You know, it's always a thought in the back of my head. You know, and anytime I leave the house, of course, I'm always afraid that I'm going to be, you know, something's going to happen. But so far, so good. But, you know, we're taking major and extreme precautions now, and reaching out to agencies that need to know about this and correlations and stuff like that. So, yeah. Other than that, like, I really have not much of a clue. Like, Florida didn't get decimated, which is great. I haven't listened to the news. I'm going to be dead straight honest. So, like, I do not know if there's been earthquakes. And, of course, there has been, right? Floods, natural disasters, all kinds of things that totally usurp my first world problems of having two people on the same property with me that really would prefer I'm dead. But, you know, I think a lot of people live with that and get through it. So, you know. And that's kind of where my head is at. Like, I don't really have a whole lot to say. I don't want to get into too many details because I've had to climb some ladders and to protect my life at this stage, and I can't really say too much. But I really want this show to get happier. So, like, I'm gonna have to start being able to go outside again and not be afraid that I'm gonna get, you know, hurt. Or violated or traumatized or terrorized or anything like that, because I do my best shows like when I like can be outside and have sunlight and air and stuff and not be cooped up inside a, you know, I say self-imposed prison, but I mean I'm okay with it. It's not really, it is a prison, and they got cameras all over me, and I don't know why, I don't know what's going on, but anyway, you know, I mean, the Truman Show is real. I don't care who fucking doesn't believe it or not. The fucking whole Truman Show is real. MK Ultra is real. You know, people outrun the programming, hence me, and they don't know what the fuck to do with me now. So they put me in situations like this where I'm supposed to try to figure shit out and make things better for humanity, right? Even though at this point, like, I'm not so fond of humanity, but I still do it. Whatever. Anyway, you know, I think, you know, I learned things in the military that I probably wasn't supposed to remember I learned, but I remember a lot of things that I learned in those dark corridor days of my my brief entanglement with the Air Force, at which I was never debriefed and not actually ever properly released from. So my life, it's like the delusion is vast in my life, right? And like, if you just hear this, you're like, that fucking girl's crazy and she's on drugs. I smoke weed, and not enough to even fucking make me a little bit delusional, because I would prefer to not have to face the reality of the fact that I am once again facing a them against me situation in order to save my life and help other people, and very probably have to start some kind of anti-stalking legislation for the state of Arizona, so no one else has to go through this, and have everybody talk fucking shit about me until the truth comes out, and then have everybody want to be on the side of the vindicated, which, once you fuck up with me once, once I catch you in a lie, once it's fucking over, it's over, it's done, it's cut, it's a wrap. And that's what people don't understand, because I guess a lot of people are incapable of doing that, and I don't understand why. Somebody fucked me over once, you got me, okay, ha ha ha, funny motherfucker. You think you're gonna get me a second time? Well, I might let you slide, and I might let you have a little bit of rope and a little bit of dingle dangle, but ultimately, no. So everybody thinks they got one over on me this weekend. I really hope that you fucking enjoyed that fucking show that you put on out there, because it's done. I'm alive. I will always be alive until God takes me off this earth, which, from what I understand, the new earth is coming, so there's an extension period or something. So time's just really fucking confusing, but that's okay. So are fucking predators and people who are accessories to predators and help to fund predatory behavior. And I am directly talking about the property I live on right now. So yeah. Am I scared? Fuck it. If I die, I die. I know where I'm going, right? And if I die, I die. They just fucking set themselves up for a huge fall, because I told you their names. Well, one of them, and then his compadre, right? So, I'm just going to start calling them. Why don't we just call them the Diddy and Dre of Southside? Yeah, Bill and Henry. There we go. So, that's who they are, the Diddy and Dre of Southside. Fucking two old white men who just don't understand that predatory behavior in 2024 is not a cool fucking thing to do, and to continue doing, especially after having been given leeway and grace and fucking mercy, and then they still take it because they think that they can. And you know what? I've had a lot of people try to take me out in my life, and that's no exaggeration. And plus there's so many ghosts in this house, and legitimately people have died in this trailer, and they're good to me. So I'm well protected. I'm not happy about it. Is it a good thing to have to know that you can't trust a fellow veteran, that they did not have your back? And it makes me really, really wonder about all the friendly fire in like World War II now, because I am really have big questions about that. Isn't that treason? I mean, in a way, like, aren't you supposed to fellow armed, even though I'm a girl, which I know that's the problem. I'm a freaking vagina with legs. I get it. But anyway, I did my part, and I held my space in the U.S. military, and I held the ground for someone else to come up into my position in order to maintain the ranks. So, really, isn't that treason to betray another service member? I mean, I really think it is, but that's just me, so, and I'm just a problem, but whatever. Anyway, I don't want to go ramble on about this forever. There's other stuff that will be happening. I'm going to make it happen, and I'm going to find better stuff to talk about, because I don't want the show to just be straight up about being stalked. But right now, that's what it is, and right now, this is my life, and right now, this is all my social medias, and it's going to be legislation. I will be freaking going. Anyway, I'm not just stagnate, and I'm not just saying like, oh my God, if you're stalked, you have to fucking try to protect yourself. I'm trying to take the steps to show people how to protect themselves. And if you go to my Facebook, you can see some of the stuff I'm doing. But because, like I'm going to like the Attorney General of the state of Arizona. Okay, that's one of the things I did to protect myself and my housing situation. Because now that there's complicity between my safety, the stalker, and the person that I rent from, my civil rights have been breached in a very big way. So that's one thing I did do. Okay. I've gone to a couple 3-letter agencies that I've had to deal with before in regards to prior trafficking and rape that happened to me. So, because I don't know and I'm still the target, it just seems like they could be tied in together. So, I had to do that. So I have protection there, even though I'm the eye in the sky, right? Whatever. But yeah. And I'm being open about it, and I'm back in contact with my family. So if they think this would be a victimless crime, that that I could just be disappeared, even though I don't know why family would be the only important matter, and not that I could have mattered to other people, but whatever. So my family's back in the picture, and still the whole thinking that rape is funny and victimization is funny and terrorizing somebody is funny. It's not, okay? And because I'm not going to go and sit in someone's lawn and dildo myself, in order to freaking get a reaction out of somebody like somebody did to me yesterday, which failed miserably. I'm going to get my satisfaction in a very much more beneficial way to my life. Okay, and at that point, my point right now is that preserving my life is extremely important, and I do not want to die in any way, shape, or form. You know what? And if anything happens to me, people know who the 2 main suspects are, but Bill Blankenship is the first one to look at, and his co-conspirator would be the person who pays him to stalk me on the property is the second co-conspirator. And then after that, everybody else on the property, and, then whatever. But that's it. Oh, and of course, Hope Cottage, So that's all I got to say for today. I'm sorry it went there, but I really have to make it public. I'm sorry this is, maybe you guys find this interesting. I find this fucking horrible. I wish I didn't have to talk about this, but I need to make it public. And, getting my own broadcasting company right now and being on TV, I could just do it on YouTube too, but this works. I'm on YouTube anyway. Oh yeah, by the way, the show's on YouTube now too. They picked up the RSS feed for the podcast, so you can listen to it there instead, because I know that Spotify is putting ads in it, and I don't know who else does, but I may eventually at some point get a website back up again and put the RSS feed there so it's uncut and unbroken. But at this step right now, I need to save as much money as possible, because just don't know, right? Anyway, thank y'all for listening to my ramble here. Any of y'all want to get more information, hashtag Flagstaff stalking should bring up a lot of everything. The show's everywhere now. It's on Audible, it's on YouTube, it's on, again, Deezer. I love you guys. Thank you. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. If you just type it in, you're probably going to find it. So and if you're listening to it, then you found it, right? So hi. Oh my God, sorry guys, stress makes my brain a little cuckoo. Anyway, thanks for listening. Appreciate y'all, and here's to a better show for next time that doesn't have to deal with so much legal and bullshit. So this is Dawn Shireen. This is my podcast, The Delusion is Vast, and hey, let's all stay alive, okay? Later.